And we're back here once again with another episode of the Iron Man Podcast, episode 600. It's going to be another rendition of Friday Bangers. And no, we're not celebrating on this episode. That's for episode 1000. We celebrate episode 100, 500, and 1,000, then 1,500, then 2,000. And then
you want to know, you got to celebrate 600. That's 100 episodes on YouTube, and you still have a channel. What are you talking about? That is a moment to celebrate.
Actually, it's not. We got work to do. We got to shit on EVS and Shane Davis like we usually do. But then mostly after that, pretty much everyone has had a horrible week actually going into the show. That's crazy.
Yeah. The past 3 weeks have sucked. And what do you mean shitting on EVS? The motherfucker does enough shitting on himself every time he opens his mouth.
I'll be honest here. I was gonna go over it in the show, but I'm so tired I might just do it alone. There's some stuff that I like doing alone. Not because I don't want to drag you guys into it. It's more like, God, I just love ripping into people by myself.
Well, keeping track of every single word that comes out of that foul mouth breather's mouth, I would be exhausted too.
I've gotten to the point where I've just kind of started tuning out everything that is CG.
He's literally the epitome of old man yelling at clouds. Like, I mean, there's no other way to describe him, man. Like he's a guy that will never be happy at all with anything in his life. And it seems like well, at a point, it just seems like, I feel like we're keeping him relevant the more we talk about him. If we just shut the hell up and let him continue to run his mouth with nobody there to acknowledge him, he'll just disappear over time.
That's the thing is, it's never going to happen, though. There's so much views that you could see and get just from talking about it. The thing is, I just gotta milk that shit for what it is. I never told you guys the story. I never told you guys the story before. So back in the day, I was just interviewing people on the channel on the other Batman podcast. That was a long time ago. It's the one-on-one show, my original big YouTube channel. I actually DM'd him, and then I said, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" Like I usually do. No, he just blocked me. That's it.
Because he's a miserable fucking cock.
He ended up following me on my Twitter account you guys see now, because before my account was C9MSK7. So when Darnell brought up, why don't you want to talk to this guy? He didn't want to talk to me initially. I'm not doing that. Initially, when I talked to him, he didn't want to talk to me. So that's it. There you go. I never told you guys that because it wasn't really needed to the conversation. But if someone automatically cuts off communication at the beginning part, then you are not talking to me. That's it.
Hellhound said, "Bye, I'm blocking you too."
I know you said get your views, but that's cheap views, man. It's not something that's gonna last in the long run.
It's fair. TMZ does it. Hey man, TMZ's famous. I'm just kidding.
Okay, you're deflecting because no one ever knows about TMZ. And TMZ is horse shit. So you want to be horse shit? Be like TMZ.
Hey, I prefer to be a lion and a great white shark. Just saying.
In what way? In what way? You want to be a great white shark because you can't swim, or you want to be like a lion because you're not scary?
That made no sense.
How do you know I can't swim?
Because black men can't swim.
Oh,
that might be true, but I'm not denying that either.
Sorry.
No,
I had to get it out.
It's like the Air July video I just did yesterday about the Horseman trailer. It wouldn't be like every day I would do it. It would be like if something is big enough that he would say that I would like want to chime in on. I wouldn't do it every single day. It's literally every once in a while I would do it. We actually did it one time on the show, and I clipped it out, and then I literally had the video done and rendered, ready to go on YouTube. Nate called EVS the F word, and I forgot I didn't edit that out.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
I forgot where he said to the very end of the video, and I was like, fuck. And then my editor, it needed an update, so that file was corrupted, and I hadn't got back to finishing to edit the video.
Maybe you can remind me, what were we talking about that day that had me so fired up?
He tried to cancel Eric behind the scenes. Remember, he said that he had him and Shane had talked to artists behind the scenes to cancel him, and I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? I kid.
Oh, what's it? What's he got?
What you got?
Those trading cards?
Got Hot Wheels. Yeah, Lego.
Awesome.
My wife just bought these for me at Walmart.
Also, y'all can buy one at Walmart.
Nice.
Embrace
it. Once you embrace it, It'll
That's-
be part of your life forever.
That's how you know you have a good wife. Is she'll go to Walmart and just buy you something that you know you're gonna enjoy when you get home. That's get you a woman like Darnell's wife, actually, not the ex-wife that's black and she has a kid and a baby mom situation. Don't do that one. Do the other one. More good for your soul.
I was gonna say get yourself a wife like Selena. Everybody needs a wife like Selena.
Selena's white,
but she's so kind, man. Like, come on.
We forgot. Are you gonna go to Vegas this year coming up, 2025?
With everything going on, dude, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it. Honestly,
damn, that sucks.
I mean,
I'll try to sell my ass on OnlyFans for you. I will open my
hold on.
Yeah.
Money wise, I could probably make it. It wouldn't take me long to save up a couple grand to make the trip.
Yeah.
But the thing is, just mentally and emotionally, I don't know where I'm gonna be next year.
You need to drive.
Well, then that's why you need to come, because then you can do you could do a week long or week and a half long vacation where you just put that completely out of your mind.
Actually, yes. When I went to Vegas,
a little bit of escapism
in Vegas.
Dude,
that
I'm
is
not
the
gonna lie to you.
Capital of escapism.
When I went to Vegas and we all were hanging out, and I talked to Gary and Jeremy and Ryan, everyone there, and they gave me like a perspective on YouTube that I knew, but I had lost, and I was able to hang around people and kind of just get YouTube off my mind. It came back. Remember, the channel was only like 700 subs, and now it's at 1,000. You know, like just getting out and do a different setting can be a nice like perspective changer. Oh my god,
dude, that
Hale
is
drunken.
sick.
No, Hellhound. You get no privileges here. You're white. Also, did you guys watch the Eminem Houdini music video? Why was he Robin fighting Slim Shady and he had Dr. Dre drive?
It was
him?
all of his old characters from previous.
Yeah, I remember
videos.
that. Yeah. It's
That's
so crazy how he basically said, "Fuck everyone, fuck my kids, they're brats." Oh my god, Jesus!
That kind of reminds me of when Dave Chappelle did the skit where he's dressed up as Negan and he's got all his old characters lined up in a row. Like he's getting ready to choose which of his characters he's going to kill off. He's like, bubblegum in a dish. How many pieces do you wish? Dude, it's freaking funny, man.
So I'll never forget, dude, in The Walking Dead. Remember when Negan comes in episode 1 of season 6, and the Abraham, the ginger guy, he killed him. He gave him the bag. He's like, "Suck my nuts."
Suck my. It's such an Abraham thing to do that. And you know what? People get and now
Lex Luthor now and Superman and Lois. That's crazy.
And he's good. He's
really?
good.
He's actually good. Okay, I only watched the first 2 seasons. I didn't see season 3 yet.
Yeah, he's Lex Luthor, and he's really fucking good, man. He's scary.
He's Lex Luthor and Superman and Lois.
Oh, I've never seen it.
That's crazy.
Michael Cudlitz. Yeah, he's freaking great, dude. And you know, The Walking Dead season 7 and 8, they're not that great, but the one constant good thing is Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Negan, dude. He's amazing.
Oh, thank you, Hellhound. Thank you, man. He says, "I'm just listening while working in the rain." What are you, digging holes or something? Why are you in the rain?
Where are you at? Because, dude, it's been raining here like all day.
Isn't he an electrical guy? Like he goes in and puts like cords in or whatever? I don't know. What does he do? He told us before. We just weren't listening.
Rain, electricity. That's not a good mixture, buddy. It's a recipe for disaster right there.
Oh, shit. God damn, man.
I would love to see some rain. My area has been so dry. I need rain. Send it my way, man.
Are we talking like Moses's mother's pussy kind of dry? Like, what do you mean?
Good God, dude.
Wow. So we went biblical. Got it.
God.
Well, I'm kind of in between that and Noah's flood. So
I was gonna say
I'm dry, but not that dry.
We're talking
I'm
finding
really
our way.
A hard time with that comment.
We're talking finding our way to the promised land, kind of dry. Like what the fuck?
Jesus fucking Christ!
Well, that went left.
I missed you guys. It's sure been sad. Man. I'm sure miss not being here for the past couple of days.
God, he's hiding the body. Yep.
You know, after the couple weeks I've had, I need a good laugh. And dude, I haven't been here for a couple weeks. How have you been, dude?
Yeah, I hate you. I actually fired you from the show. You'll get your thank you
You didn't
check.
fire me. I just had other things going on. Shut your mouth.
I mean, in the time you were gone, there was the Donald Trump Kamala Harris debate. He was basically arguing with the moderators while arguing with her. You know, it's great.
Oh yeah, no, it was
Great
definitely
debate.
3-on-1.
She did there. I watched the highlights of that. There's no way, dude. She had her hands up the moderator's ass the whole time. I'm like, oh my God. It's just
Well, supposedly, I have not seen any true confirmation on this, but I guess there are some ABC employees that will sign that have agreed to sign affidavits saying that ABC did give advanced copies of the questions to the Harris campaign, and they kind of skirted the rules.
I did see that too, but they haven't
I don't
confirmed
know.
it yet. So, but it's it's one of those things where I wouldn't be shocked at all.
No,
No, I wouldn't.
but it really does show you that when it's their preferred candidate, they will do whatever they want to make sure that make them look the greatest and make the opponent look bad.
Like he had said, I think recently he had said on like the social media platform he runs, Truth Social, there's going to be no more debates. And to be honest here, there's no reason for any more debates. It's the elections in November. Like, what else more needs to be said?
Yeah,
most people are already going to vote for who they're going to vote for. The only problem is that if there's those swing states people always talk about, those are the only states you need to convince to vote for you, but the ones that are always in between elections anyway. And then we had the Taylor Swift endorsement of Kamala Harris. And
does anyone give a fuck what she thinks? I don't think anybody does.
But that's the thing.
Low information voters that were already going to vote for Harris.
Right.
But it's
only who it really is going to affect.
The only crazy part about that is like, was there a doubt in anyone's mind she wasn't going to endorse Kamala Harris though? Like,
not really.
Something should not be a surprise to anybody anymore.
People really thought she was going to endorse Trump. Come on.
She literally.
I did bad timing. Okay, so if you really want to try to make so her as the Antichrist, I mean her as a celebrity, trying to make an endorsement to get people that like her cult to support Harris, then you would wait a little bit past the debate and then make the announcement and make it a big deal. Not the night of the debate when everyone's talking about it, that it's going to get kind of really brushed over very quickly. But let's take a look at the visuals too. There are reports of undocumented new friends that are kind of eating the wildlife.
Yeah.
And there's a report now, granted, the eating of a cat was confirmed to actually be an American.
So wait
not a undocumented friend.
And when people said that was fake, there's literally police recording of the audio and video.
Yep. Now, with that said, it looks kind of bad because, granted, she's trying to do the attack on the Republican vice president nominee, which is the whole childish cat ladies. But yet we also have the story that everyone knows too of these undocumented new friends also eating cats. So I mean, it's not exactly the greatest thing, but yeah.
So the world's basically on fire. Cats are getting eaten. So much pussy is getting eaten that I'm feeling left out at the moment, you know?
After hearing that, all the memes I've been seeing on my Instagram posts make so much more sense now. Okay. Like every other post I've seen on my Instagram have been like photoshopped or AI pictures of Trump running away with cats and dogs. That's like he's saving them. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Trump for cats. It's like exploded. There was this video, this guy just basically raging out at the Trumps for cat meme. I'm like, bro. Also, I gotta mince my words here because I know YouTube doesn't like this. The certain thing that happened on January 6th back in 2021, there are people that basically can get out of that sentence for going into the White House, but they have to get rehabilitated and be told why Trump is a bad person. That's how you lose your sentence. Bruh. What is going on here? Gooch, what's up, man? Tamago Souls. Hey, man, we got to do a one-on-one very, very soon, man. I'd love to chat with you again. I know you love Deadpool and Wolverine. You were hoping it was going to be a good movie. Hopefully it turned out good for you. John Longbuck, what's up, man? What's up, dude? How you doing? Hopefully you're feeling good. Hopefully your neck is
You didn't even read his comment.
What did he say?
I call by. I call by.
Oh, he called us a Fantastic Four of gay.
I'm taking B.
Hey.
I'm taking B. I'm taking B.
I want to be an Invisible Woman.
There's L, G, and Q left. So y'all fight amongst yourselves.
Speaking of Fantastic Four, I've not really read many comics of them. Like I told people before, we didn't have much money growing up, so I had to kind of learn about characters, like reading about them online. And when I got money to get comics, I did get them. I was never that interested in Fantastic Four in general, so I have to kind of, dig and get some stuff from them. There are a few storylines I do want to read, obviously. But yes, for anyone who hasn't seen my new content yet, I uploaded a channel update video on my comic book channel. We are currently right now, I think like 34 subscribers away from hitting 100 subs. So thank you to every single person that has subscribed to the channel. We are going to have like more content over there more consistently. And it's already done. So you don't have to worry about waiting for it anymore. And then this channel, well, as you guys saw, I uploaded a video talking about Disney Star Wars today. And a lot of you guys liked it. But don't spend all the time. That was just a big video to do. You know how many tabs I had to have open on my computer to get that to work?
If you're reading and talking about comics over there, you might want to talk about Danny Cates' Venom run, because have you seen that new Venom 3 trailer?
No. Yeah, it's crazy. It dropped.
I'm not.
I told myself I should do a trailer reaction to this, and then I told myself, wait a minute, I should not.
Here's the thing: any excitement I probably could have had, which was very little, just went out the window the moment I saw that freaking trailer. I'm like, what are they doing? Why are they doing this?
It's like, dude, I'll be honest here. I saw the first trailer and I was like, this is probably what the movie's going to be. It's the same shit every single time. Basically, here's the story that's going to happen. Venom's going to fight another symbiote guy. They're going to doubt each other. They're going to split apart. They're going to come back. I need you, Eddie.
Not just any symbiote guy. They unveiled the villain in the last trailer.
Yeah,
and I am very fucking pissed off. I'm like, why? Why are you doing this?
Good Lord, man. But there are rumors that at the end of this movie, they're going to set up Tom Holland and Venom fighting in Spider-Man 4, because we did get the news.
Does anyone care?
The Shang-Chi director, Daniel Destin Cretton, whatever the fuck his name is, going to direct
Spider-Man.
Daniel Dustin, or whatever his fucking name is going to direct Spider-Man 4. And Tom Holland and Zendaya are going to have renewed deals for Spider-Man 4. Now, I doubt that Sony's going to make it a trilogy up front, because, I don't think they want to just commit to a new trilogy. But Spider-Man 4 is going to be big. So I'll be honest here, Spider-Man, anything related is going to be big. Like, this movie might do 1.5 billion like the last one, honestly. And that one's going to get released in China. You don't think Spider-Man 4 is doing $1 billion? No, man. No way. You're on crack. Spider-Man is guaranteed $1 billion at this point. The last two of them have did it. The last two of them did it.
Let's look at the last two, though.
Yes.
Well, let's look at No Way Home. What made that one so big?
Spider-Man. Actually, multiple Spider-Man did. Yes.
And then all the other villains. This is going to have more of Mary Jane who's not Mary Jane. And it's going to be more of that same bullshit. I don't think it's going to $1 billion.
I have really overall no care or interest in Tom Holland Spider-Man. So even if fourth one comes out, I'm not going to see it. I have not seen any of the Tom Holland. I have no interest in them.
Now, granted, I like him as Spider-Man. I think he plays good. He does good. Peter Parker does Spider-Man well. But
it's the cast around him. And
correct. Ned's the only one I like.
Well, here's the thing for me. I don't think he's a bad Spider-Man. I don't think he's a bad Peter Parker. But I think the biggest thing, aside from the third one, the last two before that one of the things I really think that made them suffer was just the lack of heart. It felt very artificial, because if you go back and you look at the Raimi trilogy, as flawed as that third one is, every single one of those movies has heart. They have a soul. As where with these movies, I kind of felt like I was just watching another film that was, kicked out by the big, Marvel corporation machine. And I'm just like, this is Spider-Man. This is supposed to be one of the most influential superheroes in the world. I mean, great power comes great responsibility. Like, dude, you can't make me feel for this character in any kind of way, shape, or form. I don't know. I feel like Marvel has really missed out with a lot of opportunities that they could have done with their version of Spider-Man.
So here's why I think Spider-Man's not going to hit $1 billion. The things I mentioned before, the way Sony has been unveiling all these villains, and the movies are flopping. No one's hey, where's Spider-Man? Where's Spider-Man? Nowhere to be fucking seen.
To be fair, that did happen with No Way Home coming out too. Remember, Carnage came out the same year.
They're taking him out of the video games. One second, they're taking him out of the video games. They're
replacing him with Silk,
with Miles Morales.
Silk.
It's just he's not going to be the draw he was. They're going to have to make a direct connect to these other Avengers movies for it to make $1 billion.
Yeah,
you don't think so? I don't know, man. I think just because of Spider-Man, it's going to snow like it normally does.
Well, I'm just getting sick and tired of, and Hellhound really kind of brought it up, is that the Spider Boy. The whole point, they keep going to back when he's high school, back to origin, and could we have a mature Spider-Man? Spider-Man does grow up in the comics.
He does.
Could we have more of an older Spider-Man for once?
But I think that's one of the things I liked about Homecoming is that they didn't do the whole Uncle Ben death thing again, because we know this at this point. We know he gets bit by radioactive.
Wait. Uncle Ben died. He dies. No.
What are you saying?
Almost as bad. That's almost as bad as the. Wait. Both of Bruce Wayne's parents were killed.
I'm just saying. I appreciate the fact that they didn't.
We know this already.
That's what I'm saying. I'm glad they didn't show it for a third fucking time, because this is the third adaptation of this character. We don't need to see Uncle Ben get shot for a third fucking time. We know that shit happens anyway.
Yeah, for me, I would have preferred if honestly, as much as shit I give BVS, because that movie's a steaming pile of dog shit. The flashback at the beginning part of the movie where they show Bruce's parents dying in a quick flashback that goes with his psyche, with the funeral. That's the best way of doing it for characters like Spider-Man and Batman and Superman. Don't show the backstory. Just do it in a quick flashback succession, tie it into a scene that makes sense, and that's it. But the problem here is that they didn't have an Uncle Ben, and they mostly leveraged all that on Aunt May, which isn't like bad, but bad. But like the way, I don't know, man, Homecoming is really just the definition of just like mediocre as hell.
It's generic.
And then Far From Home is just phoned in. No way. That movie is just phoned in trash, man. Outside of Jake Gyllenhaal, outside of him, that movie's just and some emotional scenes here and there, like the Tony Stark stuff when he was looking at the sign of Tony not being there, and he was about the crowd. I was like, okay, he almost got me there. I was like, okay,
you know what? Don't put it past Marvel, whether they're controlled by, whether it's being controlled by Sony or not. I have a feeling the next iteration of Spider-Man will have a 2 aunts, and only one of the aunts is going to die. There will be no Uncle Ben.
Aunt Bennifer.
Aunt Betty. Aunt Betty's gonna die.
Aunt Betty.
Yeah, that's the thing too, is that when you take out Uncle Ben, you're taking out an intrinsic part of the character to grow to a certain extent.
You have to show him dealing with it, not just like have him die. He dies again. Oh, it's Aunt May dying this time.
Yeah.
You have to
basically Aunt May is Uncle Ben in that trilogy, and to be fair, you could call that like woke on some level too. But Marisa Tomei is just so drop dead gorgeous, man. Holy shit, she can be Uncle Ben for me.
Watch The Wrestler.
She can get down on her knees and blow me. I don't give a. She can be my Uncle Ben. I don't care.
Well, let's recast just a little bit, and we'll cast her, and then let's bring back an old Aunt May. Let's say Sally Field.
Is the lady still alive from the first Batman movies?
No way, she's dead. She has to be dead.
So they're lesbians.
And
then do the origin story, in which Aunt Betty is killed instead of Uncle Ben.
On that note, you ever saw the meme of it's Aunt May from the first trilogy asking Tobey Maguire, Why does MJ call you the Tongue King of New York?
Oh,
He makes pictures him like a Smurf. The third pictures her like, oh, when she get attacked by the Green Goblin.
No.
One of my favorite memes.
You know, here's the
I'll bring this up really quickly. What you could do also is, what was the thing we were talking about with the Aunt Mays and uncles and stuff like that? Oh my goodness. No, Nate, go ahead. I forgot my train of thought. Go ahead. My bad.
I was just gonna say, am I the only one pissed that we didn't get more of Michael Keaton's Vulture after Homecoming? He was so good.
That's pretty underrated.
They set up a whole thing with that, and then they did it again with Venom.
Dude, like when he's in the car, like after you find out that he's Liz's dad and he's taking them to the homecoming dance and he lets her get out of the car, he turns around, he's got a gun and shit. He's like, you don't understand, boy. I will kill you and everybody you love. And the whole time you're like Peter in that part, you're just like, yes, sir. I understand. like fucking shit. He's terrifying, dude. Michael, like I need more Michael Keaton as the Vulture in the MCU, dude. He's good.
That's all you really needed for Spider-Man. I don't know. I just feel like outside of No Way Home, the first two movies in that trilogy are so like Homecoming has the best scene in it is that one you're saying, and the Tony Stark one. That Tony Stark part when he walks up to him. Now, it is kind of weird in that movie that he doesn't believe him because they literally were in Civil War together. If you just ignore that, it's kind of like that line he told him, if you don't deserve the suit, you shouldn't have it. That's like that.
If you fear nothing without it, you don't deserve it.
Right.
You want to answer John Longbach's question. The best scene in all Marvel movies is comic book accurate Wolverine.
I might dress as him for Halloween because I'm short enough.
There's a part in the original Spider-Man 2 that doesn't get enough love. I don't know. That know about the scene.
After seeing that scene in Deadpool and Wolverine, I can understand now why 20th Century Fox was like, yeah, we're gonna go with 6'2" Hugh Jackman.
That's what I remember
now.
I just remembered it right now. They told Chris Hemsworth about the why was Thor crying scene. He said he doesn't even know why Thor was crying. He said it might be addressed at some point. Then don't address it. Just keep it as a joke. It's fine.
It literally is just a
I'm pretty
joke.
Sure. I'm pretty sure Chris Hemsworth's exact words were something along the lines of, I don't fucking know. He's crying.
Well, isn't the background where he's holding Natalie Portman in
I believe it was a pasted job of
he's holding Natalie Portman.
He's holding Natalie Portman. Oh shit. Oh, the best part
I don't know, man. I don't know.
No, I was saying one of the best parts of Spider-Man 2, the original one, Sam Raimi directed, is when Aunt May is talking to Peter after the little kid was wondering where Spider-Man was. That scene kind of almost confirms she knows he's Spider-Man. Go watch that. No context, nothing. That is just like, man, like though the first Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, outside of like those two scenes we just had there, it didn't really feel like that. They with the other ones, even the Andrew Garfield ones, they had a level of grit to them. Even like the worst ones, none of these really had any grit or like grime to them. They just felt really Disney-fied. You know what I mean? It was all just like, dude, he barely swung in the first movie. He wasn't really even dealing with crime. I was like, he even has spider sense to a certain degree in the first two movies. Like, what is going on here? And people got mad that everyone was calling him Iron Boy Jr., but like he was. He
was. And another thing that kind of grinds my gears about the whole thing is apparently Spider-Man is just not allowed to have a secret identity anymore. Like everybody needs to know that motherfucker is Spider-Man.
Now he does. After
No Way Home, he's forgotten now. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I can't stand when the characters take their mask off like over and over and over and over and over
That's
again.
what I don't like about some movie trilogies like that one, is that like you get to this point where now everyone knows, but now we have to just reverse it because we have to keep the plot going. It's like, well then why do it to begin with?
What was the point of doing it in the first place? Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
If I'm an actor, that's important that you've got to always see my face, otherwise you wouldn't know it's me under this mask.
There's one thing I love in Deadpool Wolverine, Ryan Reynolds barely takes the mask off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has it on the majority of the time, and it's him. Just you hear the velvety smoothness.
What do you guys think of the Spider-Verse films overall? The two we've gotten.
No, I like them.
I like them.
I like them.
Oh, the Spider-Verse.
Miles Morales ones. Yeah, I like them both. Yeah.
Yeah.
The second one has some really high highs. I wouldn't say the lows are bad. They're both really good though. Like I can't really like the first one is a bit stronger on the emotional front. I would say
it is. Yeah, it is. I can back that. Also, why does Miguel O'Hara sound like he wants to say the N-word so bad throughout that second film?
I can't blame him. Get back here, you dirty, stinking.
I don't know if it's because of my advancing age and the fact that I now can hurt my back.
I'm old, guys.
You just go to a movie theater. I can't save the city. I'm old.
I will admit my oldness, okay, but I have lost interest in Spider-Man.
Oh no!
Because of the fact that they will not give us a mature Spider-Man. It always goes back to high school. It was fine with Toby because I mean that a little bit makes more sense. But as you get older, it's like at a certain point, the character never grows up. It's always at the same point. I've just lost interest in Spider-Man.
I will say this. If you read the Ultimate Spider-Man comics with Jonathan Hickman, he is an adult married with Mary Jane. I read issue 1. I think it's actually pretty solid overall. I think that one might be more up to your speed.
But but I'm talking from like the aspect of movies.
To be fair, Andrew Garfield did get out of high school. Andrew graduated high school. Second movie, it was just a complete pile of shit, but he did graduate.
You want to know what? So did Tobey Maguire. Second at the end of the second movie. I mean, beginning of the second movie, they were graduating too, and he was in college. But
you're right.
But the whole point is that it's still that age range, beginning of college, graduating high school. It's like, okay, that was for me. That was 25 years ago.
Yeah. Because the thing with Marvel, with Spider-Man, is they want him to be in that box of like the underdog, can't get it right kind of guy. And it's like, in any story he has where he does progress past that, they do the one more bad day thing, where they reverse it all. And it's like I guess that's just Spider-Man's trope forever, is the guy that can't get it right. It's like, man, how many times can you not get it right? That fucking sucks. I mean, you actually are just not an underdog. You might be just retarded. You know?
I rewatched the first Sam Raimi film a couple months ago, and it's kind of jarring watching all those 25-year-old men and women pretend to be 18-year-olds in high school.
Joe Manganiello
looked like he did not look like he belonged there.
If that was your high school bully, you're not beating up that guy. That guy's torturing you to death. Holy crap, bro!
And hey, you want to know what? That is very true. Uncle Ben Gay. And you want to know what? And him starting the scene off with putting on some gotta drink, gotta sit there and stir up my Metamucil. Okay, I gotta make sure to take all of my vitamins. Oh, this one's for memory.
Now I feel represented on screen.
Thank you.
Have you guys seen the interview?
If you want to talk about representation in movies, can we start getting an older Spider-Man?
Because
I want representation.
You and me are a protected class now. We're in our 40s.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Just cast Joe Manganiello as Spider-Man.
No, I can't relate to that because I don't have that. He has. I don't
can't relate.
85 pack.
They got to do a 80. They have to do a 250 pound fat Deathstroke. Then we can relate to him.
Wait. Did you guys ever see the interview where Joe Manganiello is talking about how some of the crew on the set of Spider-Man tried to pay him $100 to accidentally clock Tobey Maguire in the face because he was notoriously such an asshole on set?
Yeah.
You didn't see this?
I did.
Yeah, it's pretty well documented that he let the ego of being Spider-Man go to his head, that he was just kind of insufferable to work with. But to be fair, if you watch the behind the scenes directorial of Spider-Man 2, or even the first one, Sam Raimi doesn't put up with his shit. There was a part where they were in the water punching each other for Doc Ock. He was like, if you do not get this scene right, we're going to leave. We're going to get the fuck out of here. Like, he was really mad that they weren't doing the scene right. Like, Sam Raimi didn't take any shit. But it was like, what the girl, Mary Jane, Kristen Dunst, she was like, well, I felt so bad because Tobey Maguire made more money than me on Spider-Man 2. And it's like, oh my God.
Shut up, bitch. Literally, The Rock. Shut up, bitch.
Well, he says something I enjoyed about Spider-Man on PS4 was that Peter was clearly experienced. Yeah, the Spider-Man, the Insomniac Spider-Man PS4 game,
who still couldn't pay his rent.
To be fair, he still couldn't get it right, but at least he was an adult. I will give him that.
Yeah.
To be fair, that might be one of the best interpretations of Spider-Man in a very long time.
And
It matches that. It matches that like can't get it right, but mature level. He's already experienced Spider-Man, no origin story. I haven't seen Spider-Man 2 yet. I haven't seen the whole movie for that, but the first one is so good.
Dude,
I'm not gonna park with that one.
They're replacing him with Miles Morales.
I can't play that first game with a straight face. Like the last 30 minutes of it is
when Aunt May dies.
Man.
Be honest here, I haven't played the game. I only just saw like the movie to see the whole like thing.
Yeah,
I didn't think they were gonna do it.
It's a fun game, man.
You don't really think like, oh, they'll do it. They'll actually kill her. No, they fucking did. Then in the game, they managed to bring out a whole Sinister Six with Mr. Negative and Doc Ock, Doc Ock relationship.
It's not even just Aunt May. I mean, they spend the whole game basically teasing the fact that Otto Octavius is going to become Doc Ock. And in that time, leading up to that point, you're watching him and Peter just bond. You know, it's so when that turn eventually does happen, when that heel turn comes, it hurts, man. And dude, when they're fighting on Oscorp Tower and shit is just going fucking crazy, dude. Oh man, it hurts.
Yeah, you know what I liked about that first one? They incorporated Miles in a way that if you want it, do it. You do. He's a part of it. He learns. He has his own tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
He understands what it means to feel lost, but he's not trying to overstep. You know, that's how you do that character. You don't just have him be the leader. You know,
and the Miles game was pretty damn fun.
A lot of people did like it. Yeah,
I liked it.
Yeah.
Then they're replacing Peter with Miles.
I did see that scene where oh my god, what are we?
I don't think they're gonna replace him completely.
No, Sony came out and said Miles is our Spider-Man for future games. They straight out said this year
for future games. That doesn't necessarily mean Spider-Man 3.
Yeah,
like Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man 3, Peter's gonna be around. He's gonna have an integral part to play.
Watch him come back.
he might be there as like a mentor, but you're gonna be playing as Miles for the game.
Oh, you really think they're gonna tease Doc Ock coming back and the Green Goblin just to have Miles?
Sony said
that might change their mind. Oh, speaking of Sony, forgot.
Yeah, they do.
PS5 Pro got unveiled this week. Actually, we got to talk about that. The PS5 Pro got unveiled, everybody. And you know what? Because everyone saw my video, and
you
thank you guys for
yourself over that,
the likes on that. The biggest thing that I always mention when I go back to that video, one of the specs for the PS5 Pro. I'm not shitting you. Look at all this ray tracing, butt fucking, ass spreading. Guess what? Guess what one of the specs was that they tried to push as a good thing? Wi-Fi support. And I was like, shit. A console of this magnitude has Wi-Fi support? You don't fucking say.
So does my original PS5.
Right. And dude,
Wi-Fi support.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna drop money to get the Slim. Because I've got a tower of games behind me I can't play right now because my OG PS5 just fucking died. So I got to get that replaced.
Just like my dad.
I don't know if it shorted out during a power surge or something like that, but like a couple weeks ago, I went to turn it on and nothing. It wouldn't click on at all.
Oh, dude. They actually announced after the PS5 Pro, because people didn't see it because the PS5 Pro would just be taking the whole conversation. They're going to be releasing the refurbished PS5s, digital and physical, for $400. Actually,
are you serious?
Yeah.
Sony
that was announced after the PS5 Pro. I was going to do a video about it. Actually, yeah, they put it out. If you don't believe me, they put it out on their blog post too. They're going to be putting out the refurbished PS5 Pros, digital and physical.
Here's the thing: I'm going to get the Slim because I still got a bunch of games behind me I'd like to play from time to time. But here's the thing. That'll probably be the last console I ever fucking get. I'm not dropping $700 on a plastic box when I literally just spent $1,500 on a fucking PC that runs better than that fucking PS5 Pro.
And it's upgradable.
Yes.
Dude, I swear.
Welcome to the PC Master Race.
I'm not trying to be
I'll tell you right now. I booted up the Beyond Two Souls demo the other day just to kind of, test it and, see how things look. It's the clearest thing I've ever seen, dude. After I get the PS5 Slim, I'll probably never buy another console after that.
The one thing I want to say about some of these weird Sony fans. Like, I'm not, and I am trying to attack the fans. Fuck the fans sometimes. You guys are just like,
now.
You guys are like, I can see why. I'll be honest, I can see why some corporate people talk to them. Like, some of you guys are like retarded when you talk. It's like, bro, you like this stupid? There are fans out there of console. I'm not saying always do that. Don't actually wage war against your fans because, you know, i.e. Warner Brothers, Disney. But keep in mind, there are people out there that are like, well, if you buy a PC, it's too expensive. I'd rather buy a PS5 Pro. Guys, a PS5 Pro already is $700 plus tax, which we know is going to be like in the $50, $60 range. Then, if you go to Walmart, Target, or Best Buy, do you want to get an extra warranty to spread your ass for Sony's dildo to go inside you? And then you're going to have to pay $80 for that disk drive because, you know, people were like parroting that was actual misinformation where people said, there's no disk drive. Well, to be fair, there's no disk drive in that system.
You just have to pay $80 to get the disk drive.
Yeah. So I will clear that up. There, you can play physical games on it. You just have to pay $80 extra to do so. And guess what else you have to buy? They're charging you around. So the PS5 will be like about $700 tax, about $750 plus $80, like what, $830 or some shit. This thing is $830 for that shit. They can't even give you a plastic stand.
Yeah, you had $30, $30 more dollars.
Hold on, wait a minute. If you just spent like, okay, so if you already can save $850, okay, save a little bit more money, get a PC. People said, but what if you got to upgrade the parts? You aren't going to upgrade parts automatically. You just get them, and then when they don't work as good as they used to when you first got the system, you just upgrade them. You're not buying an entirely new rig every single time for the PC. I prefer having both console and PC. I think both have their pros and cons. But if you're going to spend that much money, just fucking like wait, save a little bit more, just get a PC.
But I agree. I agree with Chloe. At the price they're asking, it better be doing some sexual.
Right.
Chloe, to be fair, I can already do that for you, and I'm not a PS5 Pro. Riz!
Here's the thing.
Hey, no, wait. That was actually pretty good.
That was
pretty good. That was pretty good.
You know, here's the thing.
That was pretty good, man.
This thing's got 32 gigabytes of RAM, 2 terabytes of fucking storage. It's got a graphics card. You know, it's the 4060 graphics card, the RTX. But the thing is, it runs better. Like I said, it runs better than that entire system. All these motherfuckers on Twitter, all these PlayStation fanboys or whatever you want to call them, talking about, oh, the PS5 Pro, it runs better than PCs with a 4090 graphics cards. You're fucking stupid, dude. I'm sorry. I have a 4060 graphics card, and the one time and the couple times I've used it already, like all the times I can recall playing on the PS5, my shit has never looked that fucking good.
Dude, that's the thing that I brought up in my video that you guys saw. It's like, if you already have a PS5 right now, why would you want to upgrade though? The PS5 you had worked fine. Why would you need a PS5 Pro for? It already worked fine. What are you paying to get extra?
These
also,
PlayStation
better ray tracing. Guys, the average person doesn't give a fuck about that.
It's because these PlayStation fanboys are rabid. They are a hive mind, and they're
the same type of fanboys that go and will buy the latest version of the iPhone. Every release of an iPhone, they're getting.
I used to do that.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, so it is so minor in changes to the phone. It's almost the same damn phone.
Now if you wait 3 years,
4 generations, then it is a major change.
Like I've got the iPhone 14. If I get a 16, it's a massively different phone now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wait till next year.
They are fucking stupid and brainwashed, and they will continue to suck off their corporate overlords in the hopes that Sony will recognize them in their fucking YouTube channels.
I'm happy with my PlayStation 5 and my ONN TV from Walmart. That was $88. Plays great.
Yeah, I am happy with my 360. I'm happy with my PS2.
There you go. Those are goated consoles right there. I'll tell you that. Oh, another thing I'll bring up here, because if people like the PS5 Pro video I do have another one coming. I just have to get the articles together. The other thing I want to say to people is, here, I will be a nice guy, even though I typically am not, and I'm usually a douchebag. If you do have the money and you really do want it, go ahead and buy it. I even said that in my video. If you really do have the money and you don't sweat money and you got a good financial situation, you really want it, I'm not telling you not to get it. What I'm saying is, like, what is the actual difference you're getting compared to what you already have now? That's the point, you know?
It's slim. It's slim. That's the difference. It's now slim form.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, if you're gonna spend that much money on something, are you just doing it to flex? If you're doing it to flex, just say that you're doing it to flex. Don't tell me you're fucking getting it because you actually want to play better games. PS5 has the same fucking games everyone plays constantly. The same shit. Dude, in their presentation in that trailer, because I know you guys saw like I did, they were showing off The Last of Us. The Last of Us is a PS4 game.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? Remember Spider-Man 2 came out? We just talked about Spider-Man. Did it show off Spider-Man 2? Oh, wait. Maybe that didn't sell as enough units as they thought it was. A game that cost $200 million to produce. That's literally an actual Spider-Man movie budget right there. You know? It's crazy. I mean, like I said before, if you really want to get it, go ahead. I'm not telling you not to. It's just like, why? You can just spend your money on anything else. Better. You're
go buy $1,000 of games.
Yeah, you could literally. I just can't do it on PC because like it's too much. You could quite literally just go to Best Buy, buy an $800 one, and it's done for you right then and there. Plug in the cords. Those have like 2 terabytes. The RAM's good. The processors are great. That will probably last you about 5 years, maybe 6-7 years max, give or take. That's worth your money.
Hey, I've gotten almost 10 years out of this PC.
Yeah, you're probably gonna get 10 more too.
And I've had to change a motherboard, got a new graphics card that was given to me, and I think I put in an extra USB card. That was it.
Well, just the other weekend, I mean, I brought up my PC was running an old Ryzen 7 that is like 3 generations old, and the Ryzen 9, which is only 1 generation back, was on sale for the same price as the same generation of Ryzen 7. So I upgraded. So I upgraded the CPU to a Ryzen 9 for under $300. I mean that in its. I mean that it's like and okay, so it's a 1 generation back, so it fits the AM4 slot. But you want to know what? Hey, you want to know it? That's now going to get me multiple more years out of pretty much the same hardware that I already have in place.
And the thing that Chloe brought up is so vital too. Once you already, because let's say you buy a pre-built rig. Well, those parts are good for a while. I would say like good 5 years, 6 years top before the new shit comes out. Then
depends where you get it from.
Do you know what you do, guys? If you want to make your PC better with the newest part, you just buy the newest part, replace it in your old one, and that's it. You're not changing out the entire thing. Okay. I don't know where people think that. Okay. You buy it one time and you change out the parts whenever you want to, whenever they don't meet your needs anymore. You're not buying an entirely new machine. There's no way I believe people are that stupid. No way you're that stupid.
You could be like me. Someone gives you a brand new graphics card because they got 2 when they bought 1 and it's not compatible with your motherboard, and you break your motherboard and you got to replace it because it wouldn't work with your motherboard anyway.
Well, you got to keep in mind if you're putting the part into the system and there's really a lot of resistance, you don't just keep forcing it in.
It wasn't that part.
Stop.
It was taking it out. I just ripped it out.
Oh, you didn't push back the restraining.
I could. My back was messed up, so I was like, "Fuck it," and I ripped it out.
Oh.
So, like, okay, then there's people like me, right? I came up on console gaming. Atari 2600 was my first console.
Yeah, I did too.
My first console.
I prefer gaming on a console. I prefer gaming on something that's dedicated for the games. I've played games on computer. I'm playing one tonight with Nate after the stream. But hey, what happened when we played last time? Game crashed on us.
Yeah.
Remember? There was lag because it's like there's too many things can go wrong. And then plus, I hate playing playing a game that I can't use a controller on. I hate it.
I don't know getting used to. Yeah. It's QWER always. Remember QWER?
No, it's WASD.
Fuck off.
I never took keyboarding classes, so I type. I taught myself to type. I don't know the keys. I don't know the hotkeys. I much rather have these buttons I've been playing with for years. I know how to press. I know what does what.
Like that's the thing too. That's why I always prefer to have them both. And keep in mind, yeah, Chloe's right. You can actually hook up your controller to your PC.
No, the game we're playing tonight does not support controller.
That's the problem too. Yeah,
that's the big thing right there.
It's just I just prefer them both. I don't like choosing between one or the other, because if my computer isn't strong enough to play one game, then if I had a console, I could just play it on there, stream on it, no lag, it's fine, right? But there's certain games that might not be on that console. That's why I just choose to have them both, Like coming up for the Switch, I'm gonna get Sonic Shadows Generations. Actually, that I'll be hopefully able to stream when I can get that squared away, honestly. But yeah, the discourse around the PS5 Pro it shows you that Sony is just done. Because when people say these things like, well, they're not trying to sell consoles, like, okay, that's just stupid. They definitely make that to sell to people. I don't know what. Don't ever get that twisted. They make that to sell to people in mass, right?
Supposedly, they sink so much into R&D that they have to release multiple versions to finally make a profit. Because what was the PS4? It was finally near the end of its life when it was finally making a profit for the company.
Yes,
they had to put out PS4 and then put out another one to get people to buy them. Making them wasn't too expensive. It was the R&D went into designing the first one.
And that's why I think consoles are looking towards heading to an end because of the cost for R&D. And a lot of times where companies are making the profits from is game sales. And we see really overall game sales declining because the quality of the games have just collapsed. So people are not necessarily buying the games anymore at the levels anymore. That was a lot of times. That's why a lot of these companies, Microsoft did it, Sony did it, Nintendo does it. They sell their consoles at cost or at a slight loss because they're going to recoup it with software sales.
Now that's the problem. Is right here what we're running into is that if they're going to recoup most of the money on the physical games or the digital games they're going to buy for the PS5, as we know with the PS5. Maybe Nate will know this too because he had one before it chose to do a R. Kelly on him. Where's the games at? A lot of people have said there's no games to play. They can't even make their money back even on the games when there's nothing to play. You know what I mean?
Not really.
Well, we're going to just take the last generation game and we're just going to optimize it for the new console. There you go. There's our gift to you.
Well, here's the thing. I've never been one of those guys. I mean, well, actually, I take that back. I went with the PlayStation 4 a long time ago because, exclusives, there was some stuff I really wanted to try out that Xbox didn't have. So that's where I went. But the thing is, Sony only puts out so many new games every once in a while that for a majority of time, there is no new games. And if there is, it's just the same shit that's already on PC. It's already on Xbox. And plus, even if they do release a new game, it just comes and goes very quickly. Like Spider-Man 2 was really hyped up when it was announced, and then people played it for like 2 weeks, and then it was pretty much forgotten about overnight.
They saw it was a woke game fest.
I don't even think it's because of that. I don't even think it's because of that. It's because the game is relatively short. People played it and were like, all right, we beat Spider-Man 2. Moving on.
I think no DLC content has been added to that. That other Spider-Man game had other DLC content at least added to it.
That was good.
All they added to Spider-Man 2 was some jank ass costumes you could play.
Yeah.
Like,
all I know is I'm looking forward to the next upgraded version of Skyrim to hit the next version of consoles.
I'm thinking about getting Skyrim for my PC. Like, I want to be able to mod the shit out of it and see what I can do.
Like, I understand that you release like slim and pro versions of game consoles like that. And remember, we've covered stories on the show where the PS5 has not sold as many units as Sony would hope. Console the console games themselves have not been selling, and gaming's in a weird spot. Oh, Microsoft recently layoffs, and all they're pushing is Game Pass.
Stop buying fucking companies, then. Shit. Sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
No, it's fine. Hey, Game Pass for life. Hey, I'll be a Sony pony. I'm getting a PS5. Whenever I pay off this other thing I have big right now, I'm paying for, I'll get a PS5. I'm gonna be a Sony bro, like you guys are.
Here's a game that I'm getting ready to check out, and it's gonna surprise a lot of people. I wanted to get a PC originally anyway because I wanted to play Starfield. Like I wanted to check it out because PlayStation doesn't have Starfield, and they're probably not going to
get it. Not yet. They will.
They're probably not going to get Elder Scrolls 6 either when that shit drops.
They will. They're losing too much money with doing Xbox.
Yeah, they can't keep it. And that's the reason why I just don't see console exclusives really occurring much anymore.
We covered this on the channel. Remember, Final Fantasy is splitting from Sony. They're not going to be just only Sony exclusive anymore. That's big, actually, for them.
I will say it is funny to watch all these PlayStation fanboys just have meltdowns when all their so-called exclusives go to PC. They get so fucking triggered.
We covered the story where the guy that runs the PlayStation department said he wants PC gamers to buy a PS5. He said that. Remember, we want PC players to buy a PS5 because he knows there's a lot of money in PC players and PC gamers in general. And keep in mind, Microsoft had layoffs. Sony's had mass layoffs. Like, they got to do something different. All Microsoft right now is pushing Game Pass. And I know people say, there's been rumors of like that Switch 2 bullshit for a while, but let's be realistic. I believe there will be another Nintendo console soon. I will say that. But right now, currently, the Switch not only is just selling like literal hotcakes, the games are selling like hotcakes. What incentive does Nintendo have to make an entirely new console when the games they have currently right now make them millions?
Why would they? Yeah.
And the Nintendo Online membership, where you can play your games online, is $20 for a year. I'd imagine most people are paying $20 a year versus paying like $5 a month. You can pay if you pay $5 a month, you're stupid. But there's people that probably do that too because they think they'll save money paying $5 a month. You know how much money they're making right now, which is off the Switch, and the Switch is from the PS4, Xbox One era of game consoles. Okay,
that's part of the reason for doing Nintendo going with a Switch. I mean, with the Switch 2. It is to modernize some of the hardware, upgrade some of the hardware in it, probably do a little bit of reconfiguration. But if they are wise, they will still stay in the same form factor as the original Switch. Yeah. They want and keep it where it can be a portable / console TV gaming experience.
Yeah,
they won't move away from that because you want to know for Nintendo that works. That was the wise move, and you could see the footprint of them starting to move towards that back with the Wii U when they had that tablet controller.
Yeah, and that's why Nintendo continues to rule because they're like, we're not going to make like the highest refresh rate, ray tracing, all this asshole spreading shit in our system. Just the game experience is all that matters. You can buy your physical games, you can buy them digitally on the store, but the physical game, the actual experience of playing it is what matters. That's why they still win. That's why they're just in their own. They're not even competing with Sony. Sorry, PlayStation or Xbox. They're just competing against themselves. Like I ask people, yes, I truly believe there will be another Nintendo console. I do, but it's not happening anytime soon. I'm telling you, they're making literally millions of dollars for all this stuff. And all the big party consoles that we talk about right now, all their games are getting released on Switch. Sonic Shadows is coming out on the Switch. They're having their Marvel's Capcom collection come out on them. Like, bro, they're not sweating for money. They're raking in millions of dollars.
Well, and the thing is Nintendo knows their market. Nintendo knows who they are as a company. They're not competing with the other two. Because if they were, then they would be trying to put out the most powerful system as well. Let Sony and Microsoft fight hardware. No, they're going to make a very user-friendly, good gaming experience machine.
Yeah.
That is going to be anyone could pick up and play. And on top of that, make it so it is portable and be used on a TV. So they're making it multiple use system. I mean, they know who they are and they're not deviating.
Yeah, and I'm not saying Nintendo was perfect by any stretch of my imagination, but if you have a Switch right now, and I know the hardware is a little outdated, on the Switch 2, even though the hardware will be a little bit more better compared to this first Switch, guys, what if I factor in? All you do is make it a home console. The way all people care about is watching like his YouTube and like Twitch and other channels. Just as long as it does like the basic shit that most people on average go to, like streaming service and all that shit, it's good to go. You don't have to make like the best system for that. It's the same shit you do right now. Nintendo is just winning. That's just it. It's just what you got to do.
Yeah. Nintendo is just sitting back, collecting their money, waiting to see who survives the battle.
Yeah. Oh, and I'll let you guys know, PS6 drops in, let's say the PS6 drops in like 2030 or 2028. How much money are they going to charge that? Right now for this, they're charging $700. A PS6 will be $900. I'm calling it right now. It's going to be a $900.
I still, you know what is kind of humorous is looking at the past. Sega does what Nintendo don't. Well, that's kind of interesting because Nintendo's still around as a hardware manufacturing. Where are you there, Sega?
Purchased by Nintendo.
Yes, that is true. Nintendo's just sitting here laughing at everybody. And then now, since the Switch has sold so many units and sold so many games, like I mentioned before, look at all the new big party games coming out. Oh, not all of them. A good amount of them have been coming to the Switch. NBA 2K25, Sonic Shadow Generations is coming out. They're not going to get Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero, but I imagine it'll be on there at some point. You know, Dragon Ball Z Fighters came to Switch. Capcom versus SNK, the collection's coming out. The Marvel versus one just came out for them.
What helps too is the fact that even though the Switch still uses a physical media card, not using optical, you still can do a digital download, but that was always a constraint in the past with Nintendo, as they stayed with cartridge form much longer than the other companies did. And it was always a memory thing. But now you look at these memory cards, they can hold so much space on them that a game size really isn't necessarily a limitation anymore.
Yeah. No, you're right.
And, you know, I like gaming. I truly do. I love playing games, but it's just crazy to see how it's gone down this rabbit hole to the point where people forget before the PS5 Pro, because Sony just loves taking for some reason, they just love taking L's this year. Remember the Helldivers 2 situation they had? Remember that? Then after that, we had the Concord situation. Concord, a game, they tried to basically have their Overwatch competitor with Xbox that they canceled in 2 weeks. They invested like $200 million. I don't know if they made their money back on Spider-Man 2 yet, but they invested about $400 million just between those two games right there alone. Crazy. And they didn't even bother keeping it Concord alive. They just chose to get rid of it in 2 weeks. So what if I say for gaming moving forward, if you go out of your way as a customer to purchase a brand new game, $70 plus tax, which is like $85, and the company is like, you know what, didn't have enough players on it, cancel it. 2 weeks?
Well, the thing about it is Sony at least is giving a refund to anyone that bought it because of the fact that they shut it down so quickly. But on top of that, it has to go into the law that as long as they made no money on it, they can turn around and do a tax write-off. So that's why they went and are refunding anyone that got the game, so they can show zero profit. They can just write the game off as a tax loss.
Switch games on average are cheaper than Xbox and PS5. True. You can find really good Switch games, not just on Amazon, even at GameStop. So some of them are not even $70. Some of the really good ones are like about $65 and below, but basically $70 and below. You can get the new Yoshi game, Peach game at like $55. You can probably go in your local GameStop or Game World, wherever you have it around you, and get them for cheaper.
Yeah, but if you go to GameStop, they're going to try to upsell you on all kinds of unneeded shit.
No, not that again. Oh
no. Hey, welcome to GameStop.
To buy a fucking game.
Hey, welcome to GameStop. May I interest you in a butt fucking?
There shouldn't be this much shit getting shoved down your throat to buy a fucking game.
All it should be is I walk in, I get my game, I come to you. Thank you for coming. Goodbye. That's it. I don't need all this extra bullshit.
Yes, but if you sign off, you can save a few pennies on your next game.
And I told people this. I don't even fault them for that. All companies are doing that. Where hey, they even told the workers ask for this, like donations to a charity or tipping or any of that stuff. So would you like
to round up your bill to the nearest dollar?
Yeah, I get that all the time. Sometimes I do it. One of them got me. They're like, "Do you want to round up your nearest dollar to help out the children of cancer?" I'm like, "Oh damn, fuck, I gotta do it." You know,
I gotta do it.
I gotta do it. I don't want them dying. You know, so it's one of those things where all companies are doing this now. We're in a bad point now, guys. Oh my god, just so Sony fans are so cringe. Why do they do this to me?
You should have seen me at Best Buy trying to buy my PC. Like they just wanted to keep shoving things down my throat. It's like, no, I have the $1,500. Take my fucking money so I can leave.
Bitch, should have recorded it. Why did you not record that?
Would you like to sign up for the Best Buy credit card?
Yeah, that's exactly what they did.
I always tell them,
one of them.
my credit's shit and I will not get approved. Oh, you never know. No, trust me, I know.
They're like, all you gotta tell them is I don't make my payments. All my payments are late. I have interest out the ass right now. I'm about to have my house foreclosed.
Oh my fucking
I
god!
tried that. I did that one time. I went like complete broke on them. I'm like, I got nothing. My car's getting repoed out.
I only have one. I personally only have one credit card, and it shows how much I actually pay attention to it because I just pay it off. I really don't. Yeah, I just realized that my limit jumped another $3,000. So I'm sitting at about a $10,000 credit limit on my credit card that I didn't even realize I had.
Can I ask you guys about that? If you have one and you use, it's basically like you pay and you pay them back, right? As long as you pay back in that month, in that time period, when your bill statement comes, you get no interest, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So that's why people use them, because they don't have to technically pay up front. They can pay later, but they don't pay later because they're fucking broke. Yeah. I know the interest,
but it's also better using credit cards to buy and do online shopping.
True.
Because it's for one thing, it's easier to dispute it through the credit companies. If you do it through your banking card with a debit card, that's actually taking money out of your account that you're not going to hold on to until they get done with the dispute. So you could get your entire bank account cleared out and be without money for multiple days as you're going through the dispute process.
And I know you need credit, like I do. So I was thinking about just going to like Target and getting one of the credit cards too, because it takes nothing to get those. Actually, at this point,
I'd say go to NerdWallet, check out the .com, check that site out. They have a lot of good credit cards, and it's like, do you want to go credit? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Yeah.
Okay. NerdWallet. Okay. MSK, get a Capital One card, pay it off every month. Use the rewards to pay off. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
I used to do that. Yeah.
I forgot. I have, to be fair, growing up, I should probably have one, but I'm only ever going to use it for emergencies. Actually, you can apply only. Oh, okay. So Capital One and you said NerdWallet. Just send me the website when we get done. I'll look into it. Oh, the Gamer Chick's going to bed. Good night, Gamer Chick. Don't think about me too much when you're, dreaming about me.
She won't be thinking about you. Trust me.
Why would she not think about me in the night?
I would appreciate if at least some women would think of us like Darnell and my geriatric ass at night, just a little bit.
Right?
Oh, shit. That's funny.
Oh, damn. God.
Son of a bitch.
This lady is like Charlie, and she treats me like Alan.
She basically just told you to go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
She's
very
like
politely.
Charlie. She's like Charlie, and I'm like Alan for 2.5 minutes. The way she treats me. Oh my god!
You're like Alan. Okay.
I will think of Darnell and Em. Oh my
Yay!
god! Chloe always thinks of me when she's in bed. Always, Lord.
That is a lie.
Why can't I ever turn the ladies on? What am I missing? What do I got to do? You got to up my tongue game,
Make them laugh, dude. Make them laugh.
This game seriously has a definitive edition. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah. Well.
Oh, another thing about gaming, they're always trying to price gouge you on the deluxe. Remember, now for games, you have the standard edition, that middle division, that middle edition, and then you have the ultimate edition. You're like, oh
it
my
used to be
god!
You like standard silver, gold. Now it's standard gold, ultimate. Or
like what is they have these like Overwatch League tiers of gaming, silver, platinum. What is this now? DLCs, microtransactions. Goddamn, gaming is sure. Back in the day, I just opened my PS2 and I put the game in. That shit played. That's just all that bullshit.
Where the only difference in the release was maybe you get an extra download of some DLC content, or you got a hat when you bought it, or a t-shirt.
Shirt. Yeah.
A hat.
They're doing this with Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero. I know they're doing it with the Assassin's Creed new game coming up too. Well, they've been doing it with a lot of new games recently too. Remember that other game that came out for DC, Gotham Knights?
Mm-hmm.
Came and went. No one remembers that shit. Just came, went, died.
Yeah, don't remind me of Gotham. The only reason people forgot about Gotham Knights is because Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was just so much worse than Gotham
That's
Knights.
crazy. Think about, man.
That and I think the
wow.
TV show also helped kill it too.
Oh yeah, that TV show
Oh
was
my
just.
God.
For everyone here, to help out Selena, if you have a Facebook account or if you can put in a vote, Selena is trying to get voted for the #1 person of like Face of Horror or something. Just follow this link and click on the free vote right here, wherever it says. It's like down here somewhere. That's all you gotta do. She's currently in 3rd place, which is pretty good. Actually, already voted, so you know. I forgot. I already like logged into Facebook to do it. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, so you can only vote once. So go vote for Selena. She's in 3rd place. To be fair, she was at one point in 1st place until someone else a little bit more popular took over, which is it's crazy. Just say we can make a difference, guys. Just do it. Sent you a Capital One link so you can check out credit cards too. Okay, thank you, man. Oh, okay, that was that. I should probably ignore WZ. He's probably black, trying to get me, trying to get in my pants.
That's a good card to look into.
Okay, just want to make sure I have the options because I probably should have one. Just get people like, do you have credit? Go,
I'd say look into that one, and then like I said, Nerd Wallet has like, do you want to do this with your credit? Do you want to do this?
I saw that right now.
This?
Yeah,
and you'll be able to like pick the card you want, which fits what you want best.
Chloe says, I'm happy. By the way, found out Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated is on PC Game Pass, and I love that game as a kid. Oh, apparently,
my only issue with Capital One though is that they're constantly they keep asking what's in my wallet. And I really
whoa, holy shit.
Old
what
condoms,
is in your wallet?
Expired credit cards, letters from high school girlfriends that I messed up with.
Oh my god, for Call of Duty Black Ops 6, they got a Vault Edition, guys. We got a Vault Edition.
Call of Duty Black Dude 6.
Black Guys Gangbang Edition. Holy shit, man. We're really going on the ringer with this. They actually
the white couch edition.
The casting couch edition.
Oh shit. Fucking hell, guys. We're losing it here. Oh, they updated the Game Pass tiers too. Did you guys not see that?
No.
They put out a poll. They're like, what'll it be? Finish your games, download more. Everyone said, I want to download more. I can't believe people actually pick digital over physical games. That's how you know you're talking to some straight up like.
Why do you think? Why do you think all those games behind me are physical? Physical.
There's a few I prefer digital like Fortnite because it's such a small game, and like Demonologist. You know, a couple games I like physical.
If they're free to play, I am fine with it not being a physical copy.
Because you're going to buy a physical
copy
anyway.
Paying $60, $70 for a game, I want a fucking disc.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, that's the thing. Is,
because then what'll happen is they'll shut down the game.
Yeah.
But as long as it still has single player ability, I mean, that's the one thing that at least is still good about why I love my PS2. I can still play all my old PS2 games.
Hey, what's the game? It was done by Square. It looks kind of like a Final Fantasy 8 type beat 'em up. You remember it came out around the launch time.
You remember?
I had it. But I can't. Fuck off. I had it. I can't remember the name of it. They looked like Squall and Zell from Final Fantasy 8.
I'll have to think about it. I can't quite.
But it was
remember.
not Final Fantasy. It was just Square to put it out.
Oh, do you know what game is gonna move the needle for the gaming industry? That Indiana Jones 5 game.
Oh God.
Hey, don't be hating on that. My uncle's actually looking forward to that.
Oh, the Jurassic Park game with the girl.
Oh God.
Did you play Star Wars Outlaw?
No. Fuck that shit.
Oh,
I don't want to play. I don't want to play that shit.
Bouncer, that's it. Bouncer. Chloe with the win.
I'm about to get Game Pass. I'm about to get Game Pass so I can get fucking Starfield.
You son of a bitch.
What?
I hate white people.
Hey, you want to try it before you buy it? That's also one thing that I will say I do like about the Game Pass.
And definitely use that same advice when you're married.
You're paying less for the full price of a game, but have a huge collection that you're just spending once a month on. So there is a positive to Game Pass. So I mean, you can play games that are out there that you can get the physical media for later down the road, but you can at least try to go, is this even worth spending the money on? If it's not, then yeah, you can. Okay, I had fun with it, but I have no interest, and then move on.
Dude, my head is fucking killing me.
Do you want me to give you a massage?
No. No, I wouldn't want you to either way.
I don't know. There's a little bit of hesitation in your voice in that. No,
he waited to say no. He waited.
Yeah. That was slightly a little hesitation there.
But yeah, we've had a lot of interesting stuff happen with us throughout the week. Probably are we going to go for like another good 5-10 minutes actually, because Nate's dying, Darnell's old, and
this week can fucking suck it,
dude. These past 3 weeks can fucking suck it over here, man.
I'm sucking off my wife.
I mean, doesn't count.
What's his name?
Evacuated.
What's his name?
We lost all of our food in our fridges, which is fine, but the house smells like ass because we lost power for 24 hours. The freezers are fine. My fucking kid broke his leg last night. 5-year-old broke his leg last night.
The little guy?
Yes, we got not the one you saw.
You didn't see the X-ray.
No, I saw it. It was the little.
Y'all saw the X-ray.
Fracture in the bone.
What was he screaming?
Yeah,
was he screaming?
He's still screaming. I'm surprised you can't hear him right now.
Oh fuck!
Also, do you got pink eye? It looks like somebody punched you in one of your eyes.
No, I've been rubbing my eye all day today. I'm super sleepy, and we didn't sleep last night because of his leg. I drove all the way. I drove like
also,
6 hours today,
keep in mind, I don't know how your fridge works. Even if the food smells a little bit, the foods have, I don't know what you have in there outside of vegetables or like fruit. The preservatives in them should still be pretty good. That happened to me too. I didn't have power for a few days, but the food is fine. As long as you keep it closed. It was closed the entire time.
Some of the stuff we could save, but like most of the stuff is like takeout and shit like that. So no,
a lot of times though, in warmer climates and stuff like that, yeah, if you're in a somewhat colder climate and you lose power, yeah, you're probably going to be okay because it's not going to heat up. But if you're already in a hot, humid area and you have a lot of moisture in the air and you lose power for a small amount of time, yeah, you're pretty much losing anything that's in fridge.
Yeah.
Freezer's a little bit different.
It's very humid here, so we lose everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So your youngest kid broke his leg. You didn't have power. You had to leave your house for about a couple days. You came back to no power. Then you have to go to the hospital and spend overnight there.
No, we had evacuated, and where we were, he broke his leg. Took him to the hospital. He did a really poor job splinting it. Was told we had to wait till the end of October before we can get him casted. So thankfully, my wife would talk to some people and was like, "Look, it's urgent. It's not like he broke his leg last night. He's fine. He's okay, come. If you can be here in 4 hours, we'll see you." So we rushed. We drove 5.5 hours and 4 hours to get here. Got him casted. Drove another hour and a half to get home. Got here. Found all the shitty food. Computer didn't want to come on when I first got home. It was just
you were just going through. Oh, keep in mind, some guy tried to jack your van when you went into the gas station.
Yep.
As you always say, stay strapped. Even if you had just pulled out a knife on him, he probably just ran away anyway.
And I had both, so I was safe.
Okay, yeah. Like keep in mind, there might be a chance we have a president that says you can't have that.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Yeah, I wouldn't listen anyway. Just if she did have a rule, fuck that. Just women in charge. That's just a joke in and of itself.
No.
Oh shit. So yeah, I'm sorry that all happened to you, man. I know having weeks like that really, really fucking suck. Like I hope he really does feel better. How long do they say he's gonna recover for?
6 weeks.
Oh, he's young, so that probably gets healed in like a little bit. So he'll be healed at the end of Halloween.
In about a week, he'll be able to start walking on it. We could do so.
Okay. Damn. How's he gonna play?
Yeah, and unfortunately, Darnell and I are now at the age that we're more worried about breaking our hips.
Yeah. How's he gonna play with the siblings? Because they're gonna try and wrestle with him. He can't.
I mean, no, they're gonna be. They'd be nice. When he can't do jujitsu, he's been doing that for a few months.
Ooh,
he can't do that. He's really upset about that.
Yeah,
it's official. I got Game Pass. Woo!
I hate you. I remember when I broke my toe. a little bit while ago. Oh my god, the pain is just so bad. Like I understand how he feels. Holy crap! Like if you anything in your back or your foot is just unbearable pain. Like you can't sleep because there's only good thing about how to get the pain to stop.
That's
maybe
why
wrist pain is as bad.
That's why that's why y'all see me exhausted. I don't sleep because of my back.
Good lord, man. Wrist pain might be just as bad too. Wrist pain is horrible. Good lord. Jerking out too much.
Especially if it's your dominant hand, then it really makes for. I mean you talk about your wife having a headache and not wanting to make out when your wrist hurts.
Surgery right here.
Yeah, I mean when your wrist hurts, and then now it's almost like the same thing as a wife having a headache and not wanting to have sex. I mean, you're not going to be able to pleasure yourself with a hand that's in pain.
I'm going to ignore everything this guy's saying.
On my left hand.
Oh, okay. So is he? What's I gonna say? How are you gonna make sure he doesn't break his leg again? He said he was jumping on the bed and he missed the beanbag. So you're gonna put the beanbag closer next time?
This was at the house we were staying at. We problem here.
It wouldn't have happened if you were at. Okay. Good lord, fucking hell, man. What a week that's been. That's crazy. Well,
that's okay. I thought I was indestructible for the longest time. Went years and years and years. I've never broken a bone, never gotten stitches, never spent time in the hospital. Then I was walking in my town at the age of 30. I was walking down the street. I got drunk. I got just walking home from work. I got jumped by street kids, came up behind me with a sock full of rocks and pebbles and struck the side of my face. Broke my cheekbone. Had to have, so in that night, I had to have stitches, broke bone, and then had to be in the hospital. So I went from never having that in one night, having to do it all. It's awesome.
Yes, save our cats. Hashtag keep our pussy safe. I know people don't like cats as much, but to see them like skinned alive, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's really just disgusting. You people are just crazy, man. I hate saying that stuff. Well, we're gonna wrap it up here in a little bit. We had a great show tonight. There was no Rogues Gallery tonight. Iron Oxide, everyone had an emergency, so that's why there was no Rogues Gallery tonight. But they'll be back next week. That's why we started a little bit earlier tonight, was because there was no show there. And to be fair, I could compete with them if I wanted to because I have more clout, obviously, So I would just usually ask Nate, hey, well, if we started earlier, like this time, we would just have us three because Nate is usually over there because he picks Iron over me on Fridays, actually.
Yeah, as for the clout,
better contract.
As for the clout comment, episode 5 of Strahd begs to differ. I make my own clout. What are you talking about?
Good lord. Yeah, it's great to have all of you guys here. Thank you to every single person that has subscribed to this channel and my comic book one. I am going to get the other one started very soon. I've not forgot about them. I've just been goddamn so busy. What's crazy about doing this many episodes is there's been so much great content we've done that I forgot the episodes we did the content in, and I have to go back and watch most of them through to see where we did the videos at. But I have them all downloaded, so there's other great pieces of content you guys haven't even got a chance to see yet because I haven't got a chance to go through those videos and download them so I could see, okay, did we do any videos in this one? Some of the time we did 3 of them in one video, and I managed to get them out on time before. So yeah, I'm going to just work on that. That's what I usually do in my free time, is go through some of the old Iron Man podcast episodes and see okay, did we do a video on this one? Did we not? It was mostly in that stretch of episode 300 to 400 we did. So yeah, gonna be going through more content of that. I have a video planned to come out for you guys. I just have to make sure I upload this other one first because it's gonna make more sense. And I know I know it's a Monday Mayhem episode, so I gotta do that one first. But all right, time to start outros. Darnell, besides having actually living in hell this week, there's anything planned coming up?
Tomorrow night, we got Saturday SmackDown.
You're not on that.
I'm not on that.
That's your day off.
You can join us on Saturday.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I made all the
He's taking a day off. He lived through literal hell. He don't have a day off.
I'll be back Monday and Tuesday if I'm not hired tomorrow for Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday also, hopefully, finally, we'll have our trivia with Mr. Berger at the end of the pitch, like we've been planning for a few weeks. Hopefully, we'll actually get it done this time. And then, right back here, Friday.
Monday, Tuesday, Fridays.
And still waiting for the Union movie review.
We're going to get to it. Don't worry, everyone. We will get to it.
3 weeks, we have Curse of Strahd.
Yeah.
The Curse of the Long Black Rod. No. Yeah, Darnell, he works 3 days a week.
Well,
let him rest.
Strider
paid off.
Well, Strider did look like he was going to get fucked at the end of the last episode.
I'm glad I didn't pay attention on purpose. I want to see. I wanted this to hit me when it happened.
Nate, what you got planned coming up?
I don't really know. Honestly, dude, I've been thinking about revamping both of my channels in a way. I think I'm gonna make a decision on the movie channel. I might push it back to 2025 and just start from the ground up, with the new year. Iron's been giving me some ideas about the gaming channel that I've been really thinking about, that I'm gonna kind of let it simmer a little bit, think it over a little more, and then I'll make a decision on that. But I need to sit down and really just kind of weigh my options. Other than that, Curse of Strahd on the 28th of September, and that's really about it.
Yeah, you're gonna be on tomorrow, I think. Usually on Saturdays.
We'll see what happens. I got another long day ahead of me tomorrow, so
okay, yeah,
we'll see.
I'm gonna probably potentially fire you for tomorrow and rehire you back on a contract deal for Friday. You never know, man.
I see how it
is. Oh, Cloud ain't coming easy.
Drunken? What you got, bud?
Drunken? Yeah.
Well, I may not have saved the city this week, but I
or
did.
At all.
But on other news, I did mount a 75-inch TV today.
Hey,
crazy! How'd you do that? With your screwdriver, you bastard?
No, who nowadays uses a screwdriver? Power tools, man. Power tools. You don't sit there and slowly do this anymore. You just hold in gun.
I like to slowly use my hand. I gotta get my hand in there, man.
Hey, you want to know what tools are a great thing in and out of the bedroom? Anyway, be back here again tomorrow, and then Monday, and then that's it for me. Enjoying the weekend.
Yeah, same for me. I know I'm behind on some of the NFL games that I have to catch up on, but other than that. The Cloud9 podcast episodes, I'm uploading those to Rumble right now. For just in general, I am basically putting all the content on Rumble. I'm still going to upload content here, obviously. It's just I'm making sure all the content is uploaded on Rumble. That way, if anything happens, all the content's over there and I haven't lost everything like last time. I'm still contemplating uploading all of my older original content onto Rumble before I started uploading where I did. I'm still contemplating that. I might do it eventually. That's a lot of content to upload. So contemplating doing that. I will do it at some point, even though it's not going to be in order. I can subsidize that because I want to make sure everything is safe over there because Rumble's going to be around for a long time. And by the time it does get big, I'll already be solidified on there. And people are going to be able to enjoy hours of quality content. But yes, Cloud9 podcast episodes going to Rumble. Currently on season 4 of uploading that. New episodes of the Iron Man and Cloud9 podcast getting uploaded to the podcast platform. So if you can't watch and listen to the show live, you can watch and listen to the show on your favorite podcasting platform of your choice. And consistent content is getting uploaded. I recommend everybody to, if you're into comic books, go and check out my comic book channel update video, where I, in that video, tell you guys the plans of what I'm going to be doing on that channel, actually, as far as content goes. And on this channel, as you guys know, I'm going to be putting out more consistent content here as well. I know you guys have enjoyed the content recently. And don't worry, I have to sift through a bunch of these podcast episodes to find where it's at because I don't remember at all. I have it jumbled in my head somewhere. It's like, okay, it's here, might be here. Then there's parts where Tiny yells at me, and then I got to cut that out because people don't want to see an old, middle-aged, deranged white woman yell at me. So I got to cut all that stuff out. So, yeah.
No, that's going on a special channel.
Right. Yeah. Jew yells at minority and marginalized person. Oh, shit. But yeah, I do want to say, hopefully you guys had a great weekend. Hopefully you guys had a great week, except Darnell, he had a shit week. Hopefully his weekend's better. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend coming up, actually. And yeah, stay safe, go be awesome, and have a great day. And I hope you guys go and bang my wife.
Have a good day.
No, I'm just kidding. Thank you guys for checking out this episode of the Iron Man podcast. We just hit 600 episodes, but no celebrations. 1,000 episodes where we celebrate again. 1,000 episodes. We have not worked hard enough. No time for celebrations. No time. And then we're now going to go eat each other out and do some nasty black guy stuff to each other. But with that being said, see you guys later. Have a great day. And